Greetings, Earthlings. Huh? No, I'm on here. All right, so we getting it together. We are getting it together. Let me go ahead and check. Okay, Lulu. Oh, snap. Well, nah, I mean you can resume because I'm gonna mute this in a minute so I can do distribution and stuff. For any of you just making your way on, make sure that when you come on, you like the video first and foremost. Also share the video. If you're tuning in from YouTube, make sure that you subscribe to the channel. If you're tuning in from Instagram or Facebook, follow the page. So on TeamAlliance 2018, that's the page that you want to follow on Instagram. And on Facebook, you just want to follow the TeamAlliance page. Also very important, you want to join the public TeamAlliance Facebook group. That way you'll ensure that you'll get notifications no matter what when I go live. All right, so let me do some checks real quick. I need to check on this audio real quick on YouTube. Let's see how we sounding over there. Check, see how we sounding over there. All right, YouTube sounds good. YouTube looks good too. Okay. All right, we good to go. I think on YouTube. Very good. All right, so let me check on Facebook. Let's see where we at. See how Facebook is sounding. Wait, where's the sounds good. YouTube looks good too. Okay. Facebook sounds terrible. What is that about? Hold on. All right, let me do that again. Check. Wait, hold on. All right, let me do that again. Check. Yeah, Facebook sounds bad. What is that about? Why does it sound like that? All right, I don't know why that's sounding like that. On Instagram, let me know how the audio sounds over there. Is the audio sounding clear? Yeah, Facebook was horrible just now. Hold on. All right, this will let me know what the problem is. Hold on. Now let me see how YouTube sounds again. How YouTube sounds again. It's the wire. Yep. Check. 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 All right. So is it good now? I think it's good now on YouTube. Check, 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 check. Two. Check, 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 check. All right. If you're on Facebook, go to YouTube. Stefan, I see you over there. I'm gonna end the live on Facebook because I can't. The audio is not set up because the cat chewed the wire again. All right. Yeah. Hold on a second. J. Carly, do me a favor. Go to Instagram, see if the audio's good. Check, check, check. IG's good. Okay. All right. Thank you so kindly. All right. Apologize, Facebook. Facebook, the sacrificial lamb today, but we good. So we are now streaming on YouTube and on IG. When you guys make your way on, make sure that you like the video. If you're not subscribed to the channel on YouTube yet, make sure that you do that as well and turn on the bell notifications. On Instagram, make sure that you follow the page. All right. So do I even got to do? Yeah, I do actually still have to do a couple of things. I'm going to do what I need to do very quickly, and then we'll come back on and start recording for the podcast and get into the topic for today. Okie doke. All right, so just sit tight. I'll be back.
I'm here breaking my neck, looking over my shoulder. Stepped into your skin, got me tripping over myself. Figured I would say something, passing the time. If you come on over here, we could be on the same side. Same side, same side. Same side, same side. Same side, same side. Same side. Same
right, we ready. We are ready. All right, so I'm going to begin recording for the podcast. Again, if you're just making your way on, be sure to like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow the page on Instagram. And even though Facebook is not live, you can follow the page for TeamAlliance on Facebook as well. All right, be sure to do so. Also, be sure to join the public TeamAlliance Facebook group to ensure that you receive notifications when I'm live, no matter what. Okie doke. All right, so we are going to start recording. All right, we podcast ready. Yep. The Brooklyn Moses Podcast, Season 2, Episode 14, I want to say. Hold on. I can't applaud what I don't know yet. Hold on. 14, damn it. Can't keep up with all of this. We just in the building again. We just here, man. Welcome everyone to the podcast. We are streaming live right now on YouTube and on IG. Had a little technical difficulties on Facebook, but we still good. Again, make sure that you join the public TeamAlliance Facebook group and get connected so that you always get notifications when we live. So you can join us on the podcast live. We're going to see who we have in the building with us. Stacy's here. Couture. Josh is in the building. Welcome. Of course, Jay Carly's here. I see Chris Fahey over here as well. He said he liked the video better on Instagram. He said, nah, YouTube, where's that though? Video gets a faster feed. Yeah, there's a slight delay on IG. But you know, you get in where you fit in, man. Wherever you tuning in from, it's all good. What's important is that you can hear and that you can take in the information for sure. On YouTube, we have with us Chris Fahey. Mo was in the building. Tavares is here. I see Bilal, Charles, Micah, Bailey, Kalisha. Peter Leonardi is here. Melanie's here. Yeah, the Cougar definitely struck. He definitely struck again. Weston was cracking. Muffin Woman, what's going on? Maui Jeff is here. Mr. and Mrs., welcome. David Johnson is here. BCJ is here. Danny G's in the building. Y'all know what it is, man. All right. So we got a great topic once again today. And if you did not listen to or tune into the podcast yesterday, my goodness. If you're in TA, you'll definitely be able to see it because I put it in the 301 playlist. So it's actually the fourth video in the 301 playlist now because that's how important the information was in that video, in that podcast, the one from yesterday, which was I think episode 14. No, episode 13. Today is 14. All right. So yeah, definitely make sure that you check that out. But like I said, you will check it out because it's in the 301 playlist. So for today, great topic. Fit, what's going on? So today we're going to talk about why you won't deviate from a winning process. Why you won't deviate from a winning process. This was actually a topic inspired by someone in the group. I was trying my best to kind of phrase it so that it would be kind of understandable for people outside of TA. It's kind of like we have our own language kind of like in the group. And if you're not in the group with us, some of the stuff that we say, you're like, what are they talking about? Like, you really don't even, like, you hear the words, but you don't know what the words mean because you don't have context. As you listen in and you tune in, you start to gather little bits and pieces that begin to make it all make sense after a while. But you have to be tuning in for a while to kind of get the lingo that we use. But basically, for purposes of today's topic, deviation. Some of y'all might need to look the word up. It's not a word that we use every day. Well, we use it every day, but it's not an everyday type of a word. But deviation just means when you are doing something other than, you're deviating away from something that you are supposed to be doing. Something that you had a plan to do. Instead of you doing this, you decided to not do that and do this. That's deviation. It's like making a change, but you're the one making the change. So instead of you doing something, you choose not to do it and replace that action with something else, right? So I'm breaking it down because I want to get into how that relates to what I'm talking about with what we do in the market. Now, winning process, that's easy enough to understand. Winning process, right? Tracy, what's happening? I see you. Winning process is easy to understand because the words and the meanings are in the word, or the words, I should say. Winning, we know what that means, and we understand what process means. Now, how does that relate to trading? Most people are just trading. They don't look at trading like it's a process that they're applying. They look at trading like it's money to be made. Right? We're gonna get into some good stuff today. They look at trading like money. And I understand, if you don't know any better, you'll look at everything that way because the whole purpose is for you to make money from it, right? That's the reason why you want to, open up a Robinhood app and see if you can get into the next GameStop. It's the reason why you want to open up a cryptocurrency wallet and start trying to trade Bitcoin or Ethereum or Dogecoin, right? Because you're hearing about these things. You keep hearing about these things and it makes you want to participate because you hear how much they have appreciated in value. You hear how much money people have made from it. So you, of course, are going to see if you can do the same thing. So you get excited about it. You get excited about the hype of it, though. Again, there's no process involved because it's like, all right, Bitcoin. Well, what about it? Oh, you think I should buy some Bitcoin? I see that Bitcoin's been going up. Should you buy it? What kind of question is that? Like when you just think about the question, it's like you're asking me, should you buy it now? Here we are, 2021, Bitcoin is at 50,000. And you're asking me, should you buy it right now? You see what I'm saying? The only reason you're asking is because you heard about Bitcoin. So there's no context for you because you're only going off of what you heard. Oh, I heard that Bitcoin is where it's at. I heard crypto is where it's at. Well, you're just hearing that, and just know by default, anytime you hear about it, it's too late for the true opportunity that was presented at some time, or the opportunity that was presented originally. You missed out on that. If you're hearing about it in the mainstream, that means that the opportunity is not there. Not like it was. See? Because it means that something has already happened. And what the majority of people are doing is they're trying to see if they can get in on it while it is happening or while it is still happening. You understand what I'm saying? So again, there's no process involved in that. And that's why I bring it up, because I know that you hear about these things, but I'm trying to push you away from thinking about these things because you're just hyped up about them. You're not really educated on anything as it pertains to any of these things. And what will happen is it will cause you basically to not make sound decisions at all. You'll open up some type of an account and you'll deposit some money and you'll just buy something. Like literally, I'm not even exaggerating. I literally know people that recently got a cryptocurrency wallet and just bought Bitcoin. Like, oh, I'm gonna buy some. No research, no nothing. Like they don't even understand like what the fractional amount of Bitcoin that they actually have. They don't even know what that means. Oh, look how much Bitcoin I got. You got 0.000000152 Bitcoin. You don't even know what that means. It's a fractional measurement of one Bitcoin. But anyway, and of course I bring that up because that's what you guys keep hearing about. You keep hearing about it. You know, so naturally the question keeps coming up. Oh, well, Mark, should I invest in Bitcoin? What do you want me to tell you? You really missed out on the big opportunity of it. Yes. Is it too late? Well, it depends on really what it is that you have as far as expectation for it. I don't know what you're expecting it to do. You see what I'm saying? And if you have an expectation, where'd you get that from? Who are you listening to? You understand? So we don't function and focus on prediction. What do we focus on? We focus on winning process. This is why I wanted to bring this topic to the forefront. And this was a great topic too that was suggested to me by Jamal. I want to bring this to the light because once you realize that you have a winning process, there should be nothing else that you're doing. Hold on. Hold on. You know what happens anytime I adjust in the chair? Stuff starts flowing. Once you become aware of a process that is a winning process, what else is there for you to do? What else makes sense to do aside from that? Just in general, like what's better than that? So we clearly can establish, well, if it's a winning process, then that means that every time you apply the process, you win. Yeah. Yeah. Process means that you have steps that you follow that produce the same outcome each time. Yes? Anytime somebody has a recipe for something, the recipe is a process. Right? Follow the recipe, the outcome will be the same no matter who makes it. But what happens when somebody does something different to the recipe? What happens when somebody deviates? Oh, you ain't supposed to put that much butter in there? Well, it said half a cup. I'm going to put a whole cup because we like butter. Yeah, but it didn't say put a whole cup. It said put a half a cup. Then you mess around, put a whole cup, and it comes out different. It don't taste the same as it tastes for the person that followed the recipe. You deviated from the recipe. So because you decided to do something different, the outcome was different. So do you see how important it is to not deviate? If you know that the process that you're using is a winning one, why would you do anything else other than the process? Regardless of what it is that you think that anything is, why would you do anything outside of the process when you know that the process leads to the outcome of winning? Why? Now, it works a number of ways because you can unintentionally deviate. See, you don't always mean to do it. But what happens is, in order for you to apply something over and over again, it requires a level of your mindset to elevate first. This is where we get into training. Without the mindset, guess what happens? You won't apply the process. You literally won't do it. You'll do something else. Without your mindset, your greed kicks in. Oh man, I can get a few trades like this, man. This is how people sound when they come into training and they don't follow instructions. I can get a few trades like this. Wow. I know the parameters, man. These parameters is great. So now you have the parameters that you pulled from the process, and you're taking the parameters trying to get into trades. But that's not what the process is. The process is not the parameters. The parameters are part of the process. It's not the same thing. So now what happens is, as soon as you decide to deviate from the process, whether you're doing it intentionally or not, because you deviated from the process, there's something different that is happening, and it's not the process. You understand? If you do everything except for one thing in the process, it's not the process, it's something else. And that something else can produce a different outcome. As a matter of fact, the something else will produce a different outcome. Because if, for example, you apply the process that we use in the market and you enter into a trade and the trade wins, right? Do you understand why the trade won? First question. If you don't understand why the trade won, you don't understand the process yet. Okay? Let's say that you take another trade. Trade wins. You don't know why the trade won. Your answer can be simple, Well, it won because the market stayed above the line and I was buying. But that's not why it won. What you're telling me is the outcome. The market happened to stay above the line. But why did the market stay above the line now? You see where I'm going? You have to be able to answer that question. Why right now did the market stay above the line? Last time I saw a trade set up like that, it didn't stay above the line. What's the difference? Is there a difference? You see where I'm going? So you see how I'm not asking trade questions. I'm asking process questions. In other words, is the process in effect here? Or did you just place a trade that you saw? Did you just take a setup that you saw in the market? Or did you apply the process that led to you ending up in this winning trade? A winning trade that you already knew the outcome of, because you keep applying the same process over and over again. So you already know the outcome before you take the trade. Making sense? See, so what goes on all the time, just over and over again, is people will deviate on some level, right? And primarily it's as a result of the mindset not being where it needs to be first. Very simple. So because your mindset is not where it should be first, what you'll do is something other than the process. Even if it's ever so slightly not the process. I'll give you an example. You're observing the market, see the market is moving slow. Ooh, the market is slow. You wait till the market moves slow, market moving nice and slow. And then you apply the process, but you apply the end of it. You know what I'm talking about. You apply the parameters. You saw the market slow up, then you apply the parameters, you end up being in a trade. Now, although that sounds good, that's not our process, is it? Those are parts of our process. But that is not the process. See? Now, if you don't understand the process because you have not applied what you've been trained to do, because you're not focused, because your mindset is not where it needs to be, now you actually understand why you're not applying the actual process. What is it that you're missing? You're missing something from the process. Well, why you keep missing that? Because you overlooked it, because your mindset is not where it needs to be yet. You're not focused yet. See, you keep bypassing one part of the process because you're trying to accelerate what leads to you being in a trade. You're in trade mode. Now, you may not even mean to do this. But my point is that you'll do it anyway if you're not working on your mindset first. See, patience is part of the mindset. Discipline, part of the mindset. Focus, part of the mindset. You have to have those things in place already. So while you're busy trying to learn the strategy and not working on your mindset, you keep thinking that it's a strategy when it's not. You're already wrong right there. First thing that you do where you're wrong is thinking that it's a strategy to begin with. Why would you even want a strategy? Just think about that. You know why you want a strategy? Because in your head, you want it to be step-by-step wins. Like, oh, if I do this, this, and this, I'm going to win. But you're still talking about trades. You're not talking about why trades win. See, you're talking about that trades win. You see? You see the difference? Like, oh, that trade won. Okay. But why did it win? Let me give you another example. You ever see trades that somebody took and it almost lost? What's the first thing they're going to say? Oh, man, that was close, but I'll take it. I'll take that. Hey, but I won, though. Right? Do you realize how dangerous that is? You know how dangerous I won, though, is? That's a guarantee for you to blow your account. Guaranteed. Because you'll keep doing that until it's not I won, though. It's, oh, damn, I took a L. All you're doing is flipping the coin. And you're flipping the coin until the loss comes. See? When you learn the process, you become the coin. Hold on. When you, listen to me, you become the coin, you know the outcome of the flip. Every time. It's going to be heads. Well, how you know? Because both sides of the coin is heads because I'm the coin. Both sides of the coin is heads. Well, how do you know that? I'm the coin. I'm the process. I'm in alignment. See, if I'm the coin, I can make the coin heads on both sides. You're following me? I hope I'm not losing any of you with the way that I'm explaining this and breaking it down. But this is why strategies don't work. They ain't gonna work for you. This is why, until you understand the market itself, you can't even understand how a process would work. See, now look, let me rewind this, right? The reason that the process we use is a winning process is because the market gave us the process. Well, Mark, who gave this to you? The market. Well, what do you mean? Through my observation, I was able to see everything that you see me do in the process, which is what the market does. The market inherently does everything that we see the market doing. See, the difference is that we recognize what it's doing. When you recognize something, it's not the same as seeing something. Just like beast mode right here. I see beast mode, but if I don't know that this is a gorilla, it's just beast mode. I see him. But now when I recognize, I'm like, oh shit, this is a gorilla. Hold on. You see? So recognition is different than seeing. Seeing is limited. Recognition is when you know what you're looking at. Hold on, man. So just think about that in terms of the market. When you look at the market, the question is, do you know what you're looking at? Not, oh, did you see what it did? Oh, Mark, did you see what the market did, man? You saw that drop? Man, look at that candle. You saw that candle? I saw the candle. What does it mean? It doesn't mean anything. The only thing really that it means right now is that we ain't doing nothing. We know that for a fact. Ain't no trading going on. You see a candle that looks crazy and you get excited about it. Man, look at that. Why are you getting excited about that? Nothing to be excited about. It's what the market does. You know that the bottom line is for us to be successful with what we trade, and we're in a niche. We're on a very powerful platform called NADEX. NADEX makes it possible for us to capitalize on the way that we understand the market. Because we understand how the market moves, we can use the simple binary option instrument, which only requires that you say yes or no. You're buying? Okay. If the market ends above the line when the clock runs out, you win the money. You make that money on that trade. If you're wrong, you lose that money on that trade. It don't get simpler than that. We're not talking about, well, how many pips? How many pips you guys made today? This is not Forex. This is not Forex. We don't talk pips. We talk wins. That's it. That's what we talking over here. We talking about winning. Listen to me. When you hear me talk about winning trades, you know I'm not just talking. When you see a trade video that I make, it's going to be a winning trade. When you see me document a project, when I do every trade one after the next, it's going to be a winning trade. How do I know it's going to be a winning trade? Because I'm applying the same process every time. Well, what process is that? The same process that the market has given me. See, when you look at the market reveals everything about it to you. You didn't know that, huh? You didn't realize that. The market is telling you everything about it. It tells you when it's not stable. Tells you when the movement is funny. Tells you when it is stable. Tells you when the movement is consistent. Tells you when the movement is going to end in a certain position. Lets you know when it's doing all of this. This is what our winning process does. Our winning process allows us to see it. Not just see, recognize it when we see it. Just like I recognize that beast mode is a gorilla. I'm not just seeing him. I know what he is. That's a gorilla. You see? Versus, oh yeah, well, this is just something on the desk. That's something on the desk. To you, I know he's a gorilla. That's why he's called beast mode. You see? So it's that dynamic that we're dealing with. And this is exactly why when you don't deviate from the winning process, what do you think your outcome will keep being? What outcome you think you're going to keep having when you trade? If you keep applying the process that's going to win. Keep applying the winning process. What's the outcome going to be? And this is why when people get impatient, they start asking silly questions. Well, how long do you think it's going to take for me to get the process? That's a silly question. And I'm not saying that to be, to offend anybody. But just listen to that question. That's a silly question. How long is irrelevant? Does it matter how long? See, and then this is where we get into actually putting the work in, because it's like, all right, I want to do it. So what do I got to do? For one, you got to get your mindset right. Period. Your mindset got to be right first. Why not? Why? Because without the right mindset, you won't do the process. Without the right mindset, you'll deviate. Not you might, you will. You're going to do other shit. Stupid shit, mind you. Stupidity. Oh, why did I do that? Damn, I shouldn't have did that, man. I got to work on myself. How many of y'all be doing that? Ah, damn, man. I should have waited. How many of y'all do that? Tell the truth. Come on, man. I know what I'm talking about. Listen. All it is a different day. But this is the same thing that we keep talking about over and over and over and over and over again. Every day we talking about the same thing. Same thing. So, okay. My bad. I'm just seeing that. Jamal is funny. He must not be able to get on YouTube. He over here messaging me. So he said that because you're the head and not the tail. Yeah, I give Don DeMarco for that. Don DeMarco. Rob, I got you. I got you right now. Matter of fact, let me do it while I see that. Rob Sullivan. Yeah, Rob is probably on here. Yeah, there he goes. All right, Rob, you should have it now. Yeah, man. So, it's just crazy. It's like it's rinse and repeat of something that works all the time. And it's like, you know what I realized too? The sooner that you work on yourself and your mindset, the faster everything happens. When you don't work on your mindset first, everything slows down. Trust me when I tell you, you think that it's going to go fast and it don't. It don't go fast. Even when you think that you are doing it. I'm telling you, listen to me. Pay attention. For everybody that thinks, oh, I don't got to do all that. Let me just get 301 real quick. Everybody that does that and doesn't commit to working on themselves and their mindset first, you slow yourself down. Guaranteed. The worst part is when you will have that little bit of success first. Right? Where you win in trades. You're like, oh, I'm on it. What? I'm 4-0 today. That's the worst thing that can happen. You so caught up in the emotion and what's the word I'm looking for? What's it called? Is it dopamine? I think it's dopamine. Whatever the thing is that your body creates, that's like a drug, whatever that is. You start just feeling that. You're feeling good. You feel so good you don't even see. You don't even know what you're doing. You just doing what you think is working. You see? And what'll happen is the crash. It's just like somebody that gets high. Listen to me. Man, this is such a good analogy right here. It's like somebody that gets high. You don't stay high forever, do you? What you got to do to keep staying? What do you have to do to keep the high? You got to keep taking the drug. The drug that you want is you winning trades and not understanding why. That's the drug you're on right now. What happens when you lose a trade? You crash. You ever see somebody that was on drugs for a period of time go through withdrawal? Now your body is so used to the drug, when you stop taking the drug, your body literally is sick. You're going through withdrawal. See? It's the equivalent of that. You know why? Because you don't understand why you lost. You don't know why you lost that trade. You didn't know why you was winning. But the thing about it is that you didn't care either. Hold on, wait. Let me bring that back. You didn't care why you was winning. All you cared was that you were winning. Am I telling the truth or not? Oh, but I won though. Come on, man. Come on. And that's how you have people come in the group. They here today, going tomorrow. Here today, going tomorrow. Such and such left the group. Like, damn, you just got here. Trying to tell you, don't be such and such. You're going to end up like such and such if you don't do what I'm telling you to do. Trust and believe. That's a guarantee. There's a reason that listen, the process that we use works. There's no doubt about that. It works. It can't work if you don't put in the work. It ain't going to work for you. All right, let me come in the comments. Ron Carter, what's going on? Sharonda, what's happening? Bliss, what's good? Yeah, this is a fact. This is a fact. Moon Manishare, what's happening? And I see Willis too. What's up, Willis?
What you talking about, Willis?
Oh man. Tracy said they're gonna continue that bad behavior all the way to an empty account. All facts. All facts. That's what happens. Guaranteed, mind you. Willis said with the right mindset, you will not ask how long it's going to take to win. You will just follow the process and win. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on. JT, what up, man? Come on. Let me come in these comments. And I apologize. I know I was a little, and I know I say this all the time. I apologize for being long-winded, but I'm not really sorry. Certain stuff has to come out, man. It just got to flow. Nicole, what's happening? Agnes, what's going on? South Africa, what's good, man? Chip said, y'all listen up. Mark only preached the truth. I got some Bitcoin when he told me to. My only regret not buying more when he said to buy. Come on now. What's up, Chip? Listen, got witnesses. Witnesses. Micah said, TA podcast, there's always a great topic. Without a doubt. Chip said, the recipe gets sloppy and it don't taste the same. That's right. When you don't follow the instructions of the recipe. Come on now. Recipe telling you to put eggs in it. And you use, what's that thing that called, what is it called? Egg beater? The one in the milk carton? It said eggs. It said no egg beater. Real eggs. You wonder why it tastes funny. Come on, man. Chris, it's the impatience. They found out that TA isn't fast money. They found out the skill takes time to learn, and they have to change the way that they think. It's sad the greed and ignorance handicap the way to freedom. All facts. Come on, man. He said the greed and ignorance handicap the way to freedom. Chris, you got to relax today. He almost made me walk off yesterday. I see he trying to go. He trying to do it again. I am the coin. I am stability in the market. Yes. Shani, like you said, Mark, you got to be a master at suppressing your personal bullshit. Come on, man. I see y'all was in that podcast yesterday heavy. That was yesterday all day. Some of the most real shit that you spoke. And it's so true because, you know, it's like, man, he has a good strategy. Nah, I don't even have a strategy. The process we use in the market is simple. That's not the hard part. The hard part is dealing with you. The hard part is you dealing with you. That's the hard part with what we do. Come on, man. Peleus, people see potential but don't recognize where the real money lies, which is in the process. Come on, Peleus. Bilal said, like what Mark says, slow is fast. All the time. All the time. Chris said the reward is the chemical in your brain. Right. Right. Peter Leonardi, 4-0 today, crazy stuff. I mean, people be doing it, man. You know, and I feel bad when I see that because I'm like, dang, man. Like, how can I get them to not do that? And the best I could do is what we do every day. Like, you know, when we doing this podcast, the podcast is education and training. This literally is a free training every day. What's funny is even when I do a live market observation, it'd be like this too. We just drift into the mindset stuff. Why do we always do that all the time? Because you need the mindset. Well, when do I take the trade? See, that's your problem. You worrying about when to take a trade. We got a process that puts you in a winning trade. You don't got to take it. Just receive it. But you can't understand that if you don't work on your mindset first. You'll never get that. I don't understand what they do. It takes too long, though. It's too slow. Going back to Forex. All right. How was you doing in Forex? You was doing all right? You was doing so good in Forex that you came over here to NADEX with us. That's for the Forex lovers. And don't get me wrong, there are people that have a level of success in Forex, of course. And I guarantee you that the ones that are successful, mindset is a part of it. I guarantee you. All they doing is repeating the process over and over again. Same process, same process. They ain't doing nothing different. They do the same process over and over again and wait for the result. Now, is there a difference between Forex and what we do on NADEX? Hell to the yes. First of all, we dealing with binaries. Second of all, we dealing with 5-minute binaries. So what happens with these 5-minute binaries is it don't take all day, all week for you to collect when you're correct. Oh, that was hard. You see how I just be rhyming naturally? It don't take all day to collect when you're correct. If you're right about the position of the market, that's all you have to be in order to get paid. So learn the market so that you'll always be in alignment and know before you take the trade where the market is going to be positioned at the end of the trade. If the market is stable, it tells you where it's going to be. What? Come on, you got to pay attention to what I'm saying. I'm giving it all to you. If the market is stable, it tells you where it's going to be. Oh, my goodness. Sheesh. Paleys, NADEX is not a quick instrument. You need more skill to get one a day, and you don't have that. So just follow the process. Navigating the market is not easy, so you might as well wait for the something that you know you're going to win. Excellence. We press. I feel like you're talking to me. Damn, got to stick to the process. Listen, I'm talking to you. Listen, see, there's a reason that you feel like that because, see, the vibe is never wrong. The vibe is how all of this comes out and flows like this. It's not me doing this. I'm really just the vessel that is coming through. But this is the vibe all day talking to you. Notice how I don't ever change what it's saying either. Does it? Is it ever anything different? Investor Man, what's happening? Tracy said, and managing your bullshit is an ongoing process, which is controlled with training. Come on, Stacy. Hold on. Excuse me, Tracy. My bad. Oh, man. Tracy done caught the spirit. She said, I just fully confessed my actual bullshit to myself this week. I had to be real and stop making the same excuse. She said, no time. Soon as I stop training, I get further from having more time. Right. So she's saying that she stopped making excuses. Period. She said she talked to herself. Man, listen. Listen, man. JT, majority of retail traders can't focus and be consistent. That's the BS. Oh, man. You're going to make me walk off. Yeah, you got to relax. Y'all got to relax. Willis, instead of when I can't take a trade, instead of when can I take a trade, the question should be, when is the next live observation? Come on, Willis, get him. JT said, he said, hell, retail traders will not be consistent and start crying when results vary. Right. He's saying retail traders, they won't be consistent and they start crying. He ain't lying. He ain't lying. Natural, what's happening? Yo, crazy. Crazy, man. On fire today, once again. Sam, hey, just started my subscription. All I care about at this point is to be the best student I can. Sam, what's happening? Sam. Sam, did you join through your wife? Is that you? Just let me know, because I'll know when I see it in the background. And I'll get you set up. Don't worry about it. I know we're on the podcast now, but when I am finished with the podcast, I'll take care of you. Jay Carly, it's the stellar lumens for me. Jay Carly's crazy. Yeah, I was telling Stella too. Yep. Yeah, I think when I talked about Stella, it was 7 cents. I don't even know where it is now. It's like in the 40s, maybe. Did pretty well. Yep. I talked about Stella in the group. Y'all remember when I had I told everybody to get on Coinbase if you ain't have a wallet? But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Maui Jeff, the statistics are well past wondering if what Mark is teaching will be successful. Years of 1-0 forever. Thank you, Mark, for sharing the knowledge, man. It's my pleasure, man. It is my pleasure. J. Carr says, say strategy one more time. Yeah, you know how we feel about the S word. Sam, I need to learn how to hurry up and slow down. Yes. And see, Sam, you in the right place for it, man. You are in the right place for it. Trust me when I tell you. Jay Cardi, and the live observation is the podcast, and live training had a big educational baby. Indeed. Oh, excuse me. Chris says, success is inevitable as long as you learn the skill, deal with your BS, and don't give up. They can keep the fast money. We here for the long money. Jay Carly, if we told you it would take 5 years and you'd absolutely be free, they still won't do it. Yeah, which is silly because I had asked a simple question one time on one of these podcasts. I'm like, well, if I said it's gonna take 3 years, would you still do it? And most people are like, nah, 3 years, that's a long time. I don't got 3 years. And I'm like, do you plan on dying? And I'm like, this is a serious question for me. Like, how you gonna say you don't have 3 years? That's too long. Where you going? What you doing? And if you want to have an idea of what the next 3 years is gonna look like, you know what I'm gonna say. Look at the last 3 years. How your last 3 years look. More than likely, that's what your next 3 years is gonna look like. Unless you interrupt that and change. See, so look, here we are once again back to what? Mindset. The mindset is the only way you can change. The mindset is the only way you can interrupt what you're doing right now and change and pivot into a different direction. It's the only way. You can't do that with nothing else. Come on, man. So what we talking about? So is what I'm saying true? Yes. I told you can't even do what I do without the mindset first. How you gonna apply the process I'm using if your mindset ain't where it needs to be? You greedy and scared at the same time. Right? Hard-headed and soft at the same time. You hard-headed, you won't follow instructions. But then you soft because you weak when you lose. You ready to quit. Oh, I can't do this. It's too much. What you're really saying is that you're not willing to deal with your BS. That's what you're really saying. Because you're going to take that same narrative to whatever the next thing is. Same way the last thing that you tried didn't work. Nothing you do works. Let's look at that for a second. You tried everything. I tried that. It didn't work. Oh, I tried that too. It didn't work for me. Nothing works for you. Damn. Well, shit works for people. Clearly, there's people that have success doing it. Yeah, but it ain't gonna work for me though. You already made up your mind that it ain't gonna work. You know why? Because you choose to stay in the same mindset that you're in. So again, what's your next 3 years gonna look like? Gonna look like your last 3 years, bro. Unfortunately. And that's by choice. That's you making the decision to do that. Ain't nobody else's fault. Crazy. This is all facts, man. All facts. Yeah. Guarantee of freedom in 5 years. Yeah, Mark, that's too long. Sounding retarded. Like, for real, you sound retarded if you saying, if you think like that, you just are retarded. Because you're not thinking. It's like you're trying to project things you want within a certain amount of time. You already messed up by doing that. How much time are you willing to put in to change your mindset first? That's the real question. Not how long is it going to take you to get there? How long is it going to take you to stop your bullshit? That's the question. Hold on. Wait, man. Ain't that the question? How long is it going to take you to stop your bullshit? Is the question. Come on now. Use that brain in your head. People be bugging out. Paley's worrying about taking a trade when a trade falls in your lap. And Forex is hard, in my opinion. We don't guess over here. We can actually see what we're doing over here. That's right. Paley's line in the sand versus predicting 100 pips. Let me choose. I'll go with NADEX. Let's get him. Oh, snap. Young Yoda talking this shit. Ozzy, my BS still gasping for breath. Let's kill it before I join it again. Yes. Yeah, Ozzy, you already know, man. You can't come on here with that. You know you can't come in here with that. Listen, see, and it's so funny because people be like, why you always say record? You know why I'm saying that. Recording holds you accountable, brother. When there's a recording for what you did, you can't tell me what you did. I see what you did. You see? You can tell me all day, oh, Mark, it met parameters. Everything was in place. Well, our process is not limited to the parameters. So if that's all that you were using to get into that trade, you probably messed up. If you recorded it, I can see it. You don't got to tell me nothing. I'm going to be able to see what you did. And by me seeing it now, I can hold you accountable, meaning that we're going to repair you. See, this is another thing, too. People think that, I want everybody in my business. Well, you should have us in your business because that's how you're going to have a business. Hold on. Hold on. You need to have us all in your business. We're all applying the same process. It's the same business. Same business. So for you to tell, no, I don't want everybody in my business though. Well, you can't grow like that. Because the same way that this is being fed and given to you, you have to be part of the ecosystem. The ecosystem is this. It's not just this. It's not one way. You don't just receive and pull and take. You have to receive the seeds that are given to you, right? They got to be cultivated. You got to water them seeds, and they need sunlight. Where's that coming from? Comes from the group. It comes from you being held accountable. It comes from recordings. Comes from observation. Comes from not taking no trades yet. Comes from going to training. Comes from 301 on repeat every day. Podcast every day. Cultivation. You watering your seeds. Record something and put in a group. Give. See, if you're so busy thinking about receiving all the time, you can't give up your bullshit so that you have room to receive. You need room. You got to make room to receive. How do you make room? You got to give. All right, see, this is, let me chill. Let me chill out. Let me relax. David Johnson. You know what's crazy is people want instant results but don't understand delayed gratification. You can't expect to get obese from one cheeseburger, but expect to have success in an instant. Very true. Very true. All right, Sam, I got you. I got you. As soon as we get off, I'm going to take care of you. Chris, the market gives you the opportunity. The market gives you the process. Now you have to put in the work, period. Yes. He said it is all given to you. The only thing that will keep you from the freedom is yourself. Some people can't handle the truth of it. Man. Shani, when you get to the point when you know you not going to lose, you stop rushing. Until then, people wind up being ripped apart by the market. You have to have that deep belief of forever winning. Listen, man. Listen. 100%. 100%. Jay Carter, you don't get what you want when you want this. She said, life isn't Chick-fil-A customer service, bro. Yeah, because first of all, Chick-fil-A customer service is off the chain. Shout out to them, for real. Like, it'd be a line, and then all of a sudden, there ain't no line no more. You at the window, and your food is ready. You'd be like, at first, you'd be like, damn, this is kind of a long line. Nope. That joint goes like that. Oh, snap. That was just a side note. Chad, stock question. If it can be answered, what is that? AIKI is a pharma company that announced they have made significant progress in cancer treatments and flu research. Then the stocks crash. Any explanation? Don't know. I mean, I would need to have more information about just like where the stock even was in the first place as far as price. It sounds like it could have been manipulation, because sometimes people will buy or sell a stock around a news event to throw people off, and then they'll buy the stock back. I mean, like it could be a number of different things, but I don't know. I don't know. I would just say to look into more of the fundamentals of the company to find out why there was a reaction to the news that way. If the news was what affected the price. Yep. Right. And so, yeah, because you're trying to figure out why it dropped like that after a positive report. Well, maybe the information from the report or the expectation was already priced into the stock too. That's another reason that it'll fall off. If the report wasn't better than what everyone expected, that could be a reason that people sell off too. So it's a lot that goes into it. It's a lot that goes in. It could be a number of different things. But hopefully that's helpful. Yeah, when you look into the company, you want to find out more information about the fundamentals, definitely. You know, like company being in debt, price earnings ratio, is it overvalued or undervalued relative to the value of the actual company, stuff like that. Yeah, do some research into the company itself. Yep. Yeah, because you know what goes on. Manipulation going all the time. Yep, they sure do. They definitely use news. Melanie said the process starts with your BS and ends with 1-0 forever. The time it takes depends on you. Come on, Mel. Come on now. Yep. So I mean, like you'll see what it is. You'll see what it is. Like we're very fortunate to have NADEX first and foremost. Let me always say that. And I'm not being paid by NADEX to talk good about them or any of that. The reason I talk great about NADEX is because NADEX is great. Like it's a great platform. You know, the binary option instrument that we have available to trade, them 5-minute binaries, it always allows us to have an opportunity when the market is stable. Put it like that. Let me repeat that. It ensures that we have an opportunity to cash in when the market is stable. That's what the 5-minute binaries do for us. We're not trading every 5 minutes. That's not what it's for. It's so that you have an opportunity to trade whenever that is. Does that make sense? Powerful, man. We got that. We have that. We got that with NADEX. Come on, man. Powerful stuff, man. Ooh, here we go. Look at this. Jay Carly said, I love how NADEX has an affiliate program and none of us use it. What's funny, I think I found out this year that they had an affiliate program. I didn't even know. I had no idea. Come on now. We don't need that. All we need is what we got, which is the skill set. That's it. Peleus, the market has a nature, but most retail traders treat it like a jungle. The only thing with us is we don't follow the herd. Well, we going in today. You're going to learn today. Jay Carly, we love NADEX because it's the vehicle to freedom. That's facts. That is all facts. No withdrawal issues. You know what I'm saying? Regulated platform, CFTC. You understand? NFA. Look up those organizations. These are government organizations that regulate businesses like NADEX, brokerages, companies that are doing business in financial services, regulated in the U.S. Some of y'all still messing around with IQ options, pocket options. I'm just saying, those platforms are not NADEX. They're not regulated here in the United States. We live in the U.S. I live in the United States. I love having something available that is positioning me to have a legitimate way to have cash flow through a skill set. Do y'all understand that? 1099. You understand? Pay your taxes. You make money, pay your taxes. What are we talking about? You can scale up on the platform. Start with one contract, keep going up. You build up confidence in your ability to be profitable, increase your contracts. Keep going. Started with one. Don't be scared. Keep going. That's what we're doing. You get your contracts up to a size that you're comfortable with. Boom. Same trade that you was taking with one contract, you trade now with however many contracts, and it's the same trade. Same process that you use in the market. Same skill set that you've been applying the whole time. Same skill that it takes to build is the same skill that it takes to enjoy. Did y'all hear that? The same skill it takes to build is the same skill it's going to take to maintain. So it's the skill no matter what from the beginning. part of the skill set is the mindset. You got to have your mind right first. Your mindset has to be focused first so that you apply the process that you're learning. And don't deviate from the winning process. All right, we getting ready to end this. Getting ready to wrap it up. JT said, Mark's videos like Ready Rock. Keep going back for it. Shout out to Ready Rock. Oh, snap. JT is crazy. Oh, man. Yeah, right. Pocket options is out of pocket. Oh, snap. Crazy, man. Chris said, make no mistake, don't wish it was easier, wish that you were better. Yes. Yes. Y'all are crazy. She said, let's leave that to the MLMers. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Brianna, I need freedom, working on the skill. That's right. That's right. Come on, man. Paleo, CFTC means that they have to withdraw or they get sued. IQ Options doesn't have that, so they can finesse. Yeah, right, because they're unregulated. So there's nobody that's watching over them to make sure that they do good business. See, that's the purpose of regulated brokerages and regulated businesses. The government is using people through their organization, audit them, make sure that everything is lining up and where it needs to be, because what's the purpose of having something available to you if it's not sustainable? This is why I don't ever worry about, oh, you think NADEX going to be around? Yep. Sure do. Sure do. They have a great business model. You understand? They collect fees from everybody trading on the platform. Every time that you place a trade, they collect a small fee for that. Some of y'all trade too much. NADEX is like, hey, the more the merrier. Let's go. You see what I'm saying? So they collect them fees every time that somebody places a trade on the platform. Now, they have nothing to do with you winning a trade and someone else losing a trade. That's what the actual exchange is for. It's designed for the fight. It's like a boxing match. NADEX is like Don King. He don't care who wins. I'm getting paid whether you win or you win. See, so that's the dynamic. That's a great business model. Come on now. So when you understand good business, you see like, man, that's a sustainable business. Yes, it is. 100%. The markets ain't going nowhere. They developed a platform that is an exchange. So you want to buy, you want to sell, you'll fight it out. Market determines the winner. Not NADEX. Hold on. This is another thing people don't realize about NADEX. NADEX doesn't determine who wins. The market determines who wins. Hello? What are we learning? We're learning how to interpret what? The market. We're learning how to recognize what we see in the what? The market. You following me? Come on, man. This is why this works. So anyway, this is why I'm passionate and excited about all of this. It's great. It's great, man. NADEX is just insane. Like, man, just listen, focus, put yourself in position, and just enjoy. That's all you got to do. Train. Stop getting distracted by bullshit. Stop making excuses. You heard what Tracy said earlier. She said that she checked herself. Come on. That's what you got to do. Take accountability for yourself. You got all of the resources and everything that you need right here. Winning process. That's right here. TA. That's what we do. Chris, we will be successful. This is TA. We a whole ass movement. Facts. Peleus, most businesses that collect fees know how to do business correctly. Pocket options trades on the other side, they won't be here for long because they don't let people withdraw. You can't grow a business that way. Look how wise Peleus is. That's why he's young Yoda. He understands. That's not sustainable. That's not a sustainable model. What they're doing is positioning themselves to take your money. You as the person that makes the deposit. Come on, that's not right. It's not supposed to be that. But anyway. All right, man. So y'all know what it is, man. This is another great, awesome, powerful, epic, classic episode of the Brooklyn Moses podcast. I believe this is episode 14. So this is another one for the books for sure. Yeah, make sure that you go to the BrooklynMosesPodcast.com. And that's for the audio. The podcast is available on iTunes, Spotify, Google Podcasts, wherever podcasts are available. You can hear the audio for this. All right. There's an actual podcast. If you're not a member of the Public TeamAlliance Facebook group, make sure that you join so that you get notified anytime we go live like this, which is like every day. And you'll get all notifications, like when I do the live market observation and all that stuff too. All right. All right. So I think that's about it. That is about it. So I got another cord coming because this cat done chewed one of the cords up again. This dude about to get evicted for real, man. Like I ain't playing with him. Chewing up everything. Yeah, man. This dude, he went in one of the closets. Yeah, listen. This is how I knew that it was real. He went in one of the closets and was chewing on a Louis bag. Lulu's Louis bag. Need I say more? He's out of here. All right, y'all. Let me get up out of here. Listen, I will check you guys on the next episode of the podcast. I might be doing a live observation tonight. And I believe, tomorrow we got conversations with the Fullers, I believe. But I'll let y'all know. All right. So y'all make sure that y'all tune into that so that y'all can hear more stories from Lulu. All right. So I'm out, y'all. Y'all know what it is, man. Mark Fuller, TeamAlliance, Brooklyn Moses podcast. Peace.